90 Day Fiance star Emily shows off her growing baby bump. Emily has never been one to shrink herself on screen or off. From the moment she first appeared in the 90 Day Fiance universe, she commanded attention with her unfiltered honesty, strong opinions, and unapologetic confidence. Love her or question her choices, one thing has always been clear: Emily lives her life out loud. And now, as she proudly shows off her growing baby bump, fans are witnessing a softer, more reflective chapter of her ever-evolving story. Pregnancy has a way of changing the lens through which everything is viewed. For Emily, this season feels less about proving a point and more about embracing the moment. Recent glimpses of her baby bump shared through casual photos, candid videos, and everyday snapshots have sparked a wave of reactions across social media. Some fans are emotional, some nostalgic, some surprised, but most agree on one thing: Emily looks genuinely happy. That happiness feels earned. A journey the cameras couldn't fully capture. Reality TV rarely shows the full picture. What viewers see is edited, compressed, and shaped for drama. Emily's earlier appearances painted her as bold, stubborn, and fiercely independent, traits that made her memorable but also divisive. Yet behind the scenes, her life has been unfolding in quieter, more intimate ways. Pregnancy doesn't erase the past, but it reframes it. The growing baby bump is more than a physical change, it's a visible marker of transition. Emily is no longer just navigating relationships or cultural differences under the glare of reality television. She's preparing to welcome new life, and with that comes reflection, responsibility, and a different kind of strength. Fans who have followed her journey closely can sense the shift. The energy is calmer, the confidence is still there, but it's less defensive, more grounded. Emily's body language, her smile, even the way she presents herself feels intentional, like she knows exactly where she is in life and isn't rushing to explain it to anyone. The baby bump is a statement. In a culture that constantly polices women's bodies, Emily's baby bump has become a statement all its own. She doesn't hide it, she doesn't minimize it, she doesn't frame pregnancy as something delicate or fragile. Instead, she wears it with pride. Loose dresses, fitted tops, relaxed at-home looks. Emily's style during pregnancy feels authentic rather than performative. She isn't trying to be a perfect pregnant woman, she's just being herself, bump included. And that authenticity resonates deeply with fans who are tired of filtered perfection and curated motherhood. There's something powerful about seeing a woman embrace her changing body without apology. Emily's growing bump is a reminder that pregnancy isn't about shrinking into expectations, it's about expanding into a new role. Motherhood, reimagined. Emily's path to motherhood hasn't been portrayed as simple or conventional, and that's exactly why it feels relatable. She represents a version of motherhood that doesn't come wrapped in a neat bow. It's real, it's messy, it's full of learning curves and emotional growth. As she prepares for this next chapter, Emily appears more thoughtful about the kind of environment she wants to create, not just physically, but emotionally. Motherhood, for her, seems less about perfection and more about presence. Fans have noticed moments where she speaks with greater patience, where her tone softens, where her priorities appear clearer. It's not that she's changed who she is at her core, it's that she's adding new layers. Strength now coexists with tenderness, confidence makes room for vulnerability. And that balance is compelling to watch. Public reactions, from skepticism to support. As with anything involving 90 Day Fiance, reactions have been mixed, but evolving. Early skepticism from viewers who remembered Emily's more controversial moments has slowly given way to support and curiosity. Some fans admit they didn't expect to feel emotional seeing her baby bump. Others say watching her grow into this role has softened their opinions. Of course, there are still critics. Reality TV ensures that, but the overall tone has shifted toward empathy. Pregnancy has a way of humanizing even the most polarizing personalities. It reminds audiences that behind the edits and storylines are real people navigating real-life changes. Emily's openness plays a big role in this shift. She doesn't overshare, but she doesn't hide either. She allows fans just enough access to feel connected without turning her pregnancy into a spectacle. That balance keeps people invested without crossing into exploitation. Love, growth, and the future. While Emily's relationship dynamics have always been a major focal point, pregnancy reframes those conversations too. Love becomes less about grand gestures and more about partnership. Growth becomes less about winning arguments and more about building stability. This chapter feels quieter, but deeper. Preparing for a baby often brings clarity about what matters and what doesn't. For Emily, That clarity appears to be shaping how she approaches everything, from communication to boundaries to long-term plans. She's no longer just reacting to circumstances, she's actively building a future. That doesn't mean everything is perfect or settled. Life rarely is, but there's a sense of intention now, a feeling that Emily is stepping into motherhood with eyes open, aware of both the challenges and the joys ahead. A new kind of spotlight. Reality TV fame can be fleeting, but motherhood is lasting. Emily's baby bump has shifted the spotlight from controversy to continuity. Instead of asking, "What will she do next?" fans are wondering, "Who will she become?" That's a powerful transition. The baby bump isn't just a symbol of pregnancy, it's a symbol of evolution. It marks the point where Emily's story expands beyond herself, where her choices ripple outward, where legacy begins to matter. And while cameras may or may not capture every step of this journey, the impact is already being felt. Embracing the unknown. There's something undeniably brave about stepping into the unknown while the world watches. Emily has done that before, but this time it's different. The stakes are higher, the emotions are deeper, the transformation is more profound. Yet she doesn't seem afraid. If anything, Emily looks ready. Ready to learn, ready to adapt, ready to love in a way that reshapes her entire world. Her growing baby bump is a quiet promise of what's to come, not just a new life, but a new version of herself. Final thoughts. Emily's pregnancy marks one of the most meaningful chapters of her 90-day fiancé journey, not because it's dramatic, but because it's human. It's about growth that happens off camera, strength that doesn't need validation, and love that's evolving in real time. As fans continue to watch, speculate, and celebrate, one thing is certain: Emily's story is far from over. It's simply entering a new phase, one filled with hope, transformation, and the undeniable magic of new beginnings. And as she proudly shows off her growing baby bump, Emily isn't just sharing a moment, she's sharing a future.